Just the intro?
This is the intro.
This is the intro. Okay. Hello. Welcome back to A Couple Conversations, episode 7. And I'm Gingy, and Tafika's behind the camera. Tonight we are doing a clothing haul. Non-traditional clothing haul, but you'll see what I mean by that shortly. It's also one of those nights where we're having pizza, so we're going to be making this pizza and doing a review as well. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the review right now. I already have initial thoughts, but you'll see the preparation of this, the process, and everything else. Keep watching. Yeah. I'd be like, what else is in that oven? Eggplant parm leftovers. And now for the try-on haul.
Okay, I like that one. Okay. I can see it. It's knitted. Okay, yeah, I like it.
What do you think?
I like what you're trying to do. I don't like the embroidery on the shirt, but I'm like this.
Okay.
Like this. Okay. Goodbye. The top is pretty okay. It's pretty good. The bottom, not so good. No, I think you look good in it. I think it feels kind of just old. It feels old with that coat though. So maybe if you had maybe a different brighter color to contrast with it, I think it could work.
Okay, very nice.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I don't like that one too much.
Why not?
Probably the brown. I'm not too fond of the grid pattern.
Why am I singing? Okay.
I like that one.
Okay.
I like that one.
That's very nice. It's from Scotland. What do you think about kicks?
Kicks are good. The kicks are kicking.
What do you think about the top?
The top is doing its sweater thing.
It's actually like really nice, alright, so it's like this is good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're vintage.
That they are.
Huh? Huh?
Yeah.
These are so nice.
All right, Sinbad.
Not Sinbad.
I like that one. I can stay. Okay.
La-di-da-da-da.
Okay.
Okay.
Begin.
This is the pizza that we have made, or you already know what it is. Half the pizza we zhuzhed with a little flavor, and the other half of the pizza is just straight up what they gave us. One thing I will say is the packaging feels a little like, you know, it's a little accessible. However, it feels like it's compostable, so we like that. If you want to feel the packaging.
Packaging. I'm ready to get to this. This is getting cold.
The presentation on the packaging, yeah.
Trash.
But
Next.
okay, anyway, that's the pizza, cauliflower, 4 cheese, no egg, and celiac foundation certified, gluten-free.
Gluten-free. So what we've done, as per usual, we season up and do our own thing on one half, and then we leave it plain on the other half with no seasoning, no nothing, so we can. Did you?
I did.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. You were
Okay,
focused.
so we're cutting it in. Let's do it. I'm trying to eat too.
Okay. So I put, you'll see this, Tafiq will put it in there, but I should have just cut it into 2, but that's okay. I mean, I put olives, I put chili flakes, I put garlic powder and garlic salt and a little bit of olive oil. And I think that was it, right?
Nice.
Okay. On our seasoned side. And the other side is just 4 cheese. The cheeses are mozzarella, provolone, pecorino, and aged cheese. Let's see. Oh my goodness, you're going to start with the seasoned instead of the plain?
Oh yeah, I guess we did that.
He's
okay.
really excited. I'm excited too.
All right, here we go.
I think it looks pretty good as is. You know, like
Cheese bowl.
smells good. Smells like
Oh,
real
that's a
cheese.
cheese bowl. A little bit of a cheese bowl.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's real cheese.
Crust is crusting. Cauliflower crust generally do though.
I like the cheese they use. I like the combination of the cheeses. It feels very, you know, authentic, which I can appreciate. And the crust is pretty, like, dough-like.
You know where it's severely lacking? The sauce.
That's
There's
very true.
almost no sauce.
Yeah. It's pretty much cheese
It's like a cheesy bread.
and just a little, like, sauce to glue it. There's the presentation.
Big fail in that one.
Yeah. I think it's tasty, but it is more of like a flat cheese bread. Yeah. I want to try the crust. Yeah. It's pretty decent, though. I like it. But it could use more sauce.
Or a cheesy crust.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you're craving something that feels like pizza and carb, you just want a little cheese and goodness. Yeah. It's decent.
Well, let's try the seasoning.
Okay. Okay, this smells so good, if I do say so myself. I love the smell of olives. And, yeah. I have a feeling it's going to be really good. So, observation. The olive oil that I drizzled on top
Yeah.
contributed to additional moisture and gave me a good cheese bowl.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
So I think so.
But, like, there's no sauce. Hey, I saw it. That's good. What do you think?
Overall, I'm happy. Mid. I'd say mid for me personally with this one.
Final thoughts, mid. If it was between this and one that we've got in the past that we've discussed not liking so much, I'd get this, but I'm open to discovering more. It's not a top tier one for me. Okay, so as you just saw, we did the clothing haul and review, and that was a little bit of a non-traditional one because usually you get items from a store and review those things or that's what I've seen at least. However, for this one, I got these items at a clothing swap that I did with other artist friends of mine. And I just wanted to quickly touch on the sustainability aspect of that, especially in the fashion world. A lot of those pieces that I tried on were vintage or foreign or handmade or things like that, that are pieces that people have held on to for a long time, that are good pieces that then can be circulated to other people. Not only does that help you in like mind, body, soul when you're doing the work that you need to do, that's kind of on the look good, feel good side of things for me. But also it's a really fun thing to do with friends, and it helps reduce your impact, especially when it comes to fast fashion. And that's really important to me with the work I do, modeling and creating. So I just wanted to address that. Yeah, that was fun, and I'm glad you guys watched that. And I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you try out a clothing swap yourself. I also wanted to state, just for the context or the reason behind why we put it on our channel in the first place, is it does kind of tie back into relationships. We did it as clothing haul, but having Tafik review and, you know, have input on what he likes and what he dislikes. And part of that conversation that I find interesting, or things that I've heard from other people that I know or seen depicted in media or just, you know, conversation, is the dynamics between you and your partner. What you feel comfortable wearing or what they feel comfortable wearing, things that they feel comfortable with you wearing or not wearing, how you portray yourself publicly, and the dynamics within that. And I think for us, we have a really good dynamic. I know I'm talking a lot here. I'm still talking to you. We have a really good dynamic. I appreciate that you are so open and I want to say progressive, but I feel like it's more than that. Like, you're really cool about, you know, okay, express yourself, do what you want to do. Obviously, I'm not presenting or depicting myself in a way that would ever disrespect my partner or that makes me feel uncomfortable. So of course it goes back to like the law of selfishness, your rule of thumb, where it's like, I'm respecting myself by standing in my truth and presenting myself as feels comfortable and as I am. I'm respecting us as in a partnership by considering the consequences of my actions, or, you know, whatnot. That's not a bad thing. A consequence is not a negative, connotatively. Yeah, but the consequences of my actions, I'm thinking ahead. If it's something that's, you know, not going to be disrespectful to us as a unit, and then that also in turn considers you. And he's never told me that, you know, you can't wear this, or I don't like that, so you can't wear it. Like, he'll be like, I hate that, or I don't like it. He's verbal about his opinion, which I really appreciate, and it's actually really funny sometimes. As you saw, there were some pieces that I was like, I'm surprised that you don't like this. This is cute. But then I also want to point out that you actually have pretty good fashion sense, for one. And you've never come at it from a point of controlling or dictating, like, no, you can't wear that. Yeah, and so I know that there are those dynamics out there, and I just wanted to kind of speak to that, and that is kind of the reason behind why we did the haul in the first place. One, it's fun, and I wanted to do a haul for him privately anyway and just be like, hey babe, I got this stuff and I want to try it on for you and see what you think. But then as we were completing the haul, I did realize, like, no, yeah, there are situations where that is prominent, where people don't necessarily have control over what they're wearing, or there's an imbalance there. And why you might think about that, or why that ties into building a why and how that ties into building a family unit and having a solid, healthy relationship with someone, the communication behind it. I know I went on a little bit of a tangent. Do you have anything to add to that?
No, you bring up very good points. Appreciate you recognizing, I guess, how I interact with you and what it is that you wear. It is like one of those hot button topics. You know, people going out there, oh, I'd be damned if I let so-and-so tell me what blah, blah, whatever. You know, that whole spiel. I'm like, I don't got energy for that. But what's also interesting is, you know, the concept, right? The conversations have to be had. You know, everybody has their line in the sand, and unless if you actually talk about your lines in the sand, everybody's just operating being blind. You know what I mean? There's no consensus whatsoever. There's no awareness on which to draw a consensus from. So, and then innately, the more you're with somebody, the more representative of each other you're going to become anyway. And that's going to show in how we hold each other, how we dress, how we move, how we talk, how we speak. So, I mean, you know, for our situation in particular, it's like, yeah, I haven't had to say or felt the need to say anything because you haven't given me reason to feel like I have to say something. You know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is, but I think it also comes from the conversations that we've had. So, so yeah, that was cool. If you're out there, make sure you have these important conversations when you're building your family unit. It's very important, even down to dress wear, because dress wear can be a bone of contention. And you might not even know it's a bone of contention until something just blows up. It's like, it's kind of crazy how we live.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. I appreciate you looping it. You want to close us out?
Yeah, sure. I think that was very well said. Yeah. Yeah, essentially this has been episode 7 of a couple conversations. And yeah, make sure that you are remaining aware of yourself, providing yourself with integrity, standing in your integrity, and showing up for your partner in that way as well. Because it does come down to all the little things. Yeah, that's what really matters. And of course there are the big things that matter too. It's cheesy, it's cliche, but it's true. The little things matter. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Thank you.
I'll catch you next week.
Catch you later.
Deuces.
Like and subscribe.